Close your eyes for a moment and breathe slowly. The space where you sleep is not just a room. It is a field of energy. It is the silent temple where your mind dissolves each night and where your future begins each morning. If this space is heavy, your spirit becomes heavy. If this space is clear, your life begins to flow like a calm river. There are 7 things you must remove from your bedroom tonight, for they quietly weaken your magnetism and disturb the path of abundance. First, remove clutter. Piles of clothes, scattered papers, broken items, these are not harmless objects. They are frozen decisions. They whisper to your subconscious that your life is unfinished and disordered. When energy cannot move freely around you, opportunities cannot move freely toward you. Clear space invites clear thought. Clear thought invites wise action. Wise action invites prosperity. Second, remove anything broken. A cracked mirror, a damaged lamp, a drawer that no longer closes. Broken objects carry the vibration of lack. When you sleep beside what is damaged, your mind absorbs the message of incompleteness. Replace or release what is broken and you tell the universe that you are ready for wholeness. Third, remove excessive mirrors facing your bed. Mirrors reflect not only your body but your energy. When they face you as you sleep, your spirit remains restless, as if always observed. Restlessness weakens magnetism. Deep rest strengthens it. Let your reflection rest as you rest. Fourth, remove reminders of painful relationships, photographs that stir resentment, objects tied to betrayal or failure. The bedroom must not be a museum of suffering. Magnetism grows in a heart that is forgiven. If an object pulls you back into anger or regret, release it. Peace attracts what force cannot. Fifth, remove work from your sleeping space. Laptops, files, unpaid bills placed beside your pillow teach your mind to remain in survival mode. A mind that never rests cannot create wealth. Let the bedroom be a sanctuary, not an office. When you honor rest, creativity awakens. When creativity awakens, money follows naturally. Sixth, remove electronics that disturb your stillness. Constant notifications, flashing lights, invisible waves of distraction, these fracture your attention. A scattered mind has weak magnetism. A focused mind has powerful presence. Protect your silence as you would protect treasure. Seventh, remove symbols of lack. Empty wallets tossed carelessly, unpaid notices displayed openly, negative affirmations spoken without awareness. Your environment shapes your belief. Your belief shapes your reality. Replace symbols of scarcity with symbols of gratitude and intention. Understand this, magnetism is not noise. It is not force. It is the quiet confidence that arises when your inner and outer worlds are aligned. Money does not chase desperation. It flows toward clarity, discipline, and calm strength. Tonight, cleanse your space with intention. As you remove each item, do not act in anger. Act in awareness. Thank the object for its lesson, then release it. Open the windows. Let fresh air enter. Light a simple candle if you wish, not for ritual, but as a reminder of inner light. When you sleep in a room that is peaceful, your mind resets. When your mind resets, your decisions sharpen. When your decisions sharpen, your path becomes direct. And when your path becomes direct, abundance walks toward you without resistance. Do not underestimate the power of a quiet room. Your bedroom is where your energy is restored. Guard it. Purify it. Respect it and watch how your presence becomes stronger and how prosperity begins to recognize you. Your bedroom is an energy field. The place where you sleep shapes your subconscious mind. A cluttered, heavy space blocks magnetism and abundance, while a calm, clean environment strengthens clarity and inner power. The place where you sleep is more than walls, furniture, and a bed. It is the silent field where your energy restores itself each night. When your body lies down, your conscious mind softens, but your deeper mind remains awake, absorbing everything around it. The air, the arrangement of objects, the feeling in the room, all of it speaks to you without words. If your bedroom is heavy, crowded, or restless, that heaviness settles into your spirit. If it is calm and clear, that calm becomes your strength. Every space carries a subtle atmosphere. You have felt this before. There are rooms where you enter and immediately feel at ease. And there are rooms where, without knowing why, your chest feels tight and your thoughts become scattered. This is not imagination, it is the quiet exchange between your inner world and your surroundings. The bedroom, because it holds you for many hours in vulnerability, has the strongest influence of all. When your sleeping space is cluttered, your mind does not fully rest. Even if your eyes are closed, your senses register disorder. Small unfinished tasks, scattered items, neglected corners, these become silent reminders of delay and confusion. The mind remains slightly alert, slightly tense. Over time, this tension weakens your natural magnetism. Magnetism is born from calm certainty. It grows in a person whose inner world feels organized and grounded. A clear bedroom creates a clear mind. When surfaces are open and the air feels light, your thoughts move more smoothly. You wake up with direction rather than distraction. Decisions become simpler. Actions become intentional. And when your actions are intentional, results begin to align. Abundance is not only about effort, it is about alignment. Alignment begins in the spaces where you spend your quietest hours. The bedroom is also where your energy resets. During sleep, your body repairs itself, your brain organizes memories, and your spirit regains balance. But restoration requires safety and stillness. If your space feels chaotic, the restoration is incomplete. You wake up tired even after many hours. You feel unmotivated even when opportunities are present. It is not always a lack of ability. Sometimes it is simply a lack of energetic clarity. When you treat your bedroom as a sacred, something shifts within you. You begin to value rest. You begin to honor your own peace. This self-respect quietly strengthens your presence. Others feel it. Opportunities respond to it. Money too responds to the person who moves with grounded awareness rather than scattered urgency. Look at your bedroom tonight with honest eyes. Notice how it looks. Does it support your future, or does it reflect old habits? The space around you mirrors the state within you. When you clear the outer field, you create room for the inner field to expand. Your bedroom is not just where you sleep. It is where tomorrow begins forming. Guard its energy carefully, and it will guard your strength in return. Clutter and broken items block prosperity. Mess, unused objects and broken things carry the vibration of stagnation and lack. Removing them sends a message of readiness for growth, flow, and financial expansion. Look carefully at the objects that surround you. Many people believe that clutter and broken items are harmless, but they quietly shape the way you think, feel, and act. Every object in your room carries a message. When clothes are piled in corners, when drawers cannot close, when cracked items remain for later, they speak to your subconscious in a subtle language. They say, this is unfinished, this is neglected, this is lacking care. Over time, your mind begins to accept this message as normal. Clutter is not just physical, it is postponed decisions. Each item you avoid sorting, each object you keep without purpose holds a small thread of your attention. One thread may seem insignificant, but hundreds of threads create a weight. That weight drains mental clarity. When your mind is burdened by silent reminders of disorder, it struggles to focus fully on growth. Opportunities require attention. Prosperity requires awareness. A distracted mind overlooks both. Broken items carry an even deeper message. A cracked mirror, a lamp that flickers, a chair that wobbles, these are symbols of damage. When you choose to live beside what is broken without repairing or releasing it, you slowly train yourself to tolerate imperfection in important areas of life. You begin to accept less than wholeness. This acceptance seeps into finances, relationships, and self-worth. Energy follows symbolism. When your environment reflects incompleteness, your inner world begins to mirror it. You may work hard, yet feel that something is always missing. You may earn money, yet struggle to keep it. The outer disorder reinforces inner instability. Prosperity does not thrive in neglected spaces. It flows where there is respect, order, and readiness. Clearing clutter is not about perfection. It is about intention. When you remove unnecessary items, you are not simply cleaning a room, you are declaring that your life has direction. You are choosing clarity over confusion. As space opens around you, space also opens within you. Breathing feels lighter. Thinking feels sharper. Motivation rises naturally. Repairing or discarding broken objects is an act of self-respect. It tells your mind, I deserve wholeness. This message strengthens confidence. Confidence strengthens magnetism, and magnetism draws opportunity without force. Wealth is not only attracted by skill, it is attracted by the quiet signal that you are prepared to receive it. Notice how different you feel in a clean, orderly room compared to a chaotic one. In order there is calm. In calm there is power. When your surroundings reflect care and completion, your decisions become more deliberate. You stop reacting and begin choosing. Financial growth often begins with small, consistent choices made from a clear state of mind. Tonight, look at one area of clutter and begin there. Release what no longer serves you. Fix what can be repaired. Let go of what remains broken. As you do, observe how your energy shifts. This is not superstition, it is alignment. When your environment reflects stability and intention, your inner world strengthens. And when your inner world is emotional, objects weaken your magnetism. Items connected to past pain, resentment, or failure silently drain your energy. Releasing them restores emotional balance, and peace naturally attracts opportunities. There are objects that do more than occupy space. They carry memory, they carry emotion, they carry unfinished conversations and unspoken pain. When these objects remain in your bedroom, they quietly influence your energy each night and each morning. You may not look at them often, yet your mind recognizes them instantly. The heart remembers what the eyes try to ignore. An old gift from someone who betrayed you. A photograph from a time filled with confusion. Letters, clothing, or small keepsakes tied to heartbreak or failure. These items are not neutral. They are emotional anchors. When they remain near your bed, they pull your spirit backward. Instead of resting fully in the present, a part of you lingers in what was lost. Magnetism grows in a heart that is light. When you carry resentment, regret, or longing into your sleeping space, your rest becomes shallow. The body may lie still, but the mind continues revisiting old scenes. It replays words. It reimagines outcome. This quiet disturbance drains your vitality. In the morning, you wake not only tired, but subtly burdened. Abundance requires presence. Opportunities appear in the now, not in yesterday. But when emotional objects keep your attention tied to past wounds, your awareness becomes divided. You hesitate, you doubt, you question your worth. The energy that could be used to build something new is instead spent preserving something old. Letting go does not mean denying your experiences. It means honoring the lesson without clinging to the pain. Every relationship, every failure, every disappointment came to teach you something. Once the lesson is understood, the physical reminder is no longer necessary. Keeping it close can quietly reopen wounds that are trying to heal. The bedroom must be a sanctuary of renewal. When you lie down at night, your nervous system seeks safety. If the room contains reminders of betrayal or loss, a subtle tension remains in your body. You may not consciously feel it, but it exists. That tension blocks deep restoration, and without deep restoration, your natural confidence weakens. Confidence is magnetic. Peace is magnetic. A calm heart radiates strength without effort. But a heart entangled in unresolved emotion sends mixed signals. It desires growth yet clings to history. It seeks abundance yet holds on to proof of scarcity. Choose to release what no longer serves your growth. If an object brings warmth and gratitude, let it remain. But if it stirs anger, sadness, or longing that keeps you stuck, gently remove it. You do not need to act in bitterness. Act in awareness. Thank the memory for its lesson, then free yourself from its physical anchor. As your room becomes free of painful reminders, something subtle shifts. Your breath deepens. Your sleep softens, your thoughts become less crowded. In that quiet space, your true self begins to rise unburdened, clear and ready. When your heart is no longer tied to yesterday, it becomes open to tomorrow. And an open heart carries a magnetism that naturally draws better relationships, wiser decisions, and greater prosperity into your life. Work and electronics disrupt wealth. Energy, laptops, bills, and constant digital distractions in the bedroom keep the mind in survival mode. Deep rest and mental stillness are essential for creativity, focus, and financial progress. The place where you sleep should be a refuge from striving, yet many people have turned it into an extension of their workplace. Laptops rest beside pillows. Unpaid bills sit on nightstands. Notifications flash in the darkness. The mind is told, even in its most vulnerable hours, that it must remain alert. This quiet pressure slowly weakens both magnetism and the natural flow of prosperity. When work enters the bedroom, rest becomes incomplete. You may close your eyes, but your thoughts remain active. Numbers, deadlines, unfinished tasks drift through your awareness. The body lies still, yet the nervous system stays prepared for action. Over time, this constant state of readiness creates fatigue that cannot be solved by more effort. And when fatigue deepens, clarity fades. Clarity is essential for wise financial decisions. A tired mind reacts. A rested mind responds. Reaction is impulsive and often rooted in fear. Response is calm and grounded in understanding. If your sleeping space constantly reminds you of responsibility and pressure, your subconscious never fully relaxes. Without true relaxation, creativity struggles to emerge. Creativity is the quiet force behind growth. New ideas, better strategies, inspired solutions, these arise in moments of mental stillness. Many people search for wealth by pushing harder, thinking longer, and working later into the night. Yet insight rarely appears in tension. It appears in space. It appears when the mind is allowed to soften and breathe. Electronics add another layer of disturbance. The constant hum of devices, the glow of screens, the endless stream of information fragment attention. Each notification pulls a thread of awareness outward. Over time, the ability to focus deeply becomes weaker. A scattered mind has scattered results. A focused mind carries powerful presence. Presence is magnetism. When you speak with someone and your attention is steady, they feel it. When you make decisions with a calm center, outcomes improve. But if your mind is constantly divided by digital noise, your energy becomes thin. Thin energy struggles to attract strong opportunities. The bedroom should teach your body and mind one simple message: it is safe to let go. When you remove work materials and reduce electronics, you create a boundary. This boundary tells your subconscious that there is a time for effort and a time for renewal. Both are necessary. Without renewal, effort becomes force. And force rarely creates lasting abundance. Deep rest strengthens intuition. Intuition guides you toward wise investments, trustworthy partnerships, and meaningful opportunities. It protects you from impulsive choices made in exhaustion. But intuition speaks softly. It cannot be heard in a room filled with constant stimulation. Consider what you bring into your sleeping space tonight. If it carries urgency, pressure, or unfinished obligation, ask whether it truly belongs beside your bed. Create a small ritual of separation. Close your laptop in another room. Place your phone away from reach. Let your bedroom return to simplicity. When you honor rest, your energy rebuilds. When your energy rebuilds, your focus sharpens. When your focus sharpens, your actions become precise. And precise action, guided by a calm mind, opens the path to steady and lasting prosperity. Your environment reflects your beliefs about money. Symbols of scarcity reinforce lack, while symbols of gratitude and intention strengthen abundance thinking. When your outer space aligns with inner clarity, prosperity flows more easily. Look closely at the symbols that surround you before you sleep. They may seem small and ordinary, yet they quietly shape your beliefs. An empty wallet tossed carelessly onto a table. Unpaid notices left in plain sight. Words spoken in frustration such as "I never have enough" or "money always leaves me." These are not just moments or objects. They become silent affirmations that your subconscious accepts as truth. The mind is deeply impressionable during the hours before sleep. As you lie in bed, your conscious defenses soften. Whatever ideas and images surround you begin to settle into your deeper awareness. If your bedroom reflects scarcity, worry, and lack, your inner world absorbs that reflection. Soon you begin to act from it without realizing why. Symbols of lack reinforce a feeling of insufficiency. When your environment constantly reminds you of financial stress, your nervous system remains in survival mode. Survival thinking is narrow. It focuses on fear and immediate relief rather than long-term wisdom. Decisions made from fear often lead to more instability. In this way, the outer symbol strengthens the inner belief, and the inner belief recreates the outer condition. Gratitude shifts this pattern. A small bowl where you place a few coins intentionally. A journal resting near your bed where you write one thing you are thankful for each night. Clean, respected wallet placed carefully in its space. These actions may appear simple, yet they send a powerful message. I value what I have. I am ready for more. The subconscious listens closely to such messages. Belief shapes perception. If you believe resources are always scarce, you will notice only obstacles. If you believe opportunities exist, you will begin to see possibilities that were previously invisible. The environment you create in your bedroom can strengthen either belief. It can quietly whisper, "There is never enough," or gently affirm, "There is room for growth." Money responds to clarity and confidence. When you handle financial symbols with care, you cultivate respect for wealth. Respect encourages responsibility. Responsibility builds stability. Stability attracts expansion. This chain begins not with large sums, but with small daily habits that shape your mindset. Even the words you speak in your private space matter. Repeated complaints about finances echo in the room and in your mind. Over time, they become part of your identity. Instead, practice calm acknowledgement. If challenges exist, face them with steadiness rather than despair. Say, "I am learning to manage wisely. I am creating balance." These statements guide your actions toward improvement rather than helplessness. Your bedroom should be a place where hope feels natural. Remove visible reminders that trigger anxiety if they do not require immediate attention. Organize financial documents neatly in their proper place. Replace careless handling with intentional care. Create small symbols of abundance, perhaps a plant that represents growth or a written intention placed quietly in a drawer. When your outer world reflects respect, gratitude, and readiness, your inner beliefs begin to align with prosperity. Alignment strengthens magnetism. Magnetism draws opportunities, supportive people, and wise ideas. What surrounds you each night is shaping what you believe about yourself and your future. Choose symbols that uplift rather than diminish. In doing so, you gently train your mind to expect growth instead of lack. And what the mind consistently expects, it slowly begins to create.